First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Check 40. Check 45. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
First down, and they're going to throw without him. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Shoves him aside. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Allen now looks to throw. Taking a shot, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Deebo Samuel, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Hill. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Show it. Go out. Look at me. Zipper.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on third down, Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Allen throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing is Allen on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over for First and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At their 48-yard line.
Come on, set. 91. It's our time. It's our time.
On 2nd and 9, Hill. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Guys, our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now Allen. Incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. 3rd down here. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Go, go. Go, go.
To throw on 3rd down, Allen. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Everyone, 37. 37. I'm coming.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Detroit Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You got nothing to do.
Allen to throw once more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Hill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Banks. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
First down.
Ready up. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, box cut, box cut. 16 is a loss. We taking win. Three.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 1st and 10, Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 3rd down, Hill. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Second quarter action now from Detroit. And it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Allen now on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Allen again. Got his target, Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback.
A lot of bias.
Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Falcons grab it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Hill. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Hill. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Hill. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Allen going to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Deebo Samuel, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Hill. Throw left side complete. That's Banks. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
You go tight. Recon, 152 fire.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hill completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now on 2nd and 16, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Down. 91. Not ready for this, man. Third. Look at me. Zipper. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. We remote this. Let's go. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Get it.
Third and long. It's Hill. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Just checking these. Please. Hey, stand up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Hill on first down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 43-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 20, Lions 14.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Good work, boys. Let's go. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
On first down, Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen now going to throw again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they...
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, 82 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Play fake. Hill interception. Down he goes. Jarrett Davis. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Check 50. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
He can run for it, and he will. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. A shotgun snap for Hill. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Van Noy picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch the slam. Slam. 6-6, pull it high.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Taking a shot for Samuel. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 8. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
First down, Atlanta.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Stepping. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Well, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! You draw quarter. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Back now at Ford Field. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Now on 2nd and 13. Hill, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So we erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Hill. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Leon. Let's see. Check that.
So here we go on 4th. Hill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Go now. 70, Indy. Coming.
And again, it's Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. From the gun, Hill. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey. Trouble. Mike 51. Go. I'm coming for you. You must. Look, squeeze. Mike.
They snap it on 4th to Hill. And this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Throwing now is Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Banks. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Hill. Throw left side complete. It's Banks. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st down, Atlanta.
Come on, set. 60 on. 5. Ready?
They go play fake, and it's Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw, Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On second down now, it's Johnson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Check 45 to Mike. I got it.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Stidham. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Hill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, a win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger